Is Jägermeister going to be the hero in bringing promotion and relegation in the United States? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. But before we do, if you're a fan of the USL, please give this video a like because it really helps with the algorithm so that we can get more USL exposure out there. But with that, why don't we get into it? So USL came out and said that they're going to do the USL Jägermeister Cup, which is essentially a tournament between the USL Championship and USL League One teams. And it's the first time in US soccer that a league has made its own interleague cup between two professional divisions. So this is huge, guys. In my eyes, this is the USL sticking it to MLS and saying, okay, you guys don't want to participate in the Open Cup, so we're going to do this. We're going to bring our two divisions and make a tournament and make a competition in which you guys cannot participate in. Now, for those of you who do not know, the USL Championship is America's second division and USL League One is America's third division in the soccer pyramid. And the USL Championship, guys, is a league that is growing rapidly, because numbers just came out. The USL Championship final was broadcasted on CBS, and they actually got more numbers on CBS as compared to MLS, which was on Fox, I believe. But the numbers were way more on TV, not counting Apple TV, but just, you know, on TV, it was a lot more people watching the USL Championship final than on the MLS. And I've kind of broken down more on that in a separate video on how the USL is growing rapidly. There's other things happening within the championship that showcases that it is a growing league. Now, the USL Cup is set to begin next year in 2025 in April, starting in April, with group stages happening and ending in July. The group stage phase, that is. So the USL Cup is going to be the championship versus League One, and right now in the championship there are 24 teams, and in League One there are 14 teams. So it's going to be broken down into different groups. And so what they're going to do is essentially kind of make this like a World Cup tournament where you have different groups. There's going to be 6 groups, and unfortunately, because of the number of teams, some are going to have 6 teams and some are going to have 7. And the thing I don't like is that not every team, if I understood it correctly, not every team is going to verse each other. That's kind of odd to me, because you're going to have 2 home matches and 2 away matches. Did I get that right? So not everyone in the group is going to verse each other. So after the group stage, there will be 6 winners from each group and 2 wildcard winners. And they move on to single elimination games, which a draw will set up the matches, which will begin 3 weeks later after the group stage phase, and the final won't be until October 11th. And guys, this is the first time that the championship and League One are going to have an interleague tournament. That right there, guys, is just huge in the US, because it's the first time that it's ever happened. So the USL is making history right now, and that's another reason to be excited for this league. And then the fans also, they get to participate because there's going to be a shot at the glory bracket challenge with more information coming out, but I'm assuming it's going to be like March Madness or something. You fill out the bracket, and I can only imagine that if you get it right, you're going to get some sort of prize. And Jägermeister is the key sponsor for this tournament. They've been very huge in soccer because in 1973, Jägermeister became the first company to place a logo in the Bundesliga team. Now, this could be huge, guys, because it could kind of lead a pathway into promotion relegation, because you can see how it plays out, how fans get involved in this, how fans travel. Are fans going to pay attention? So this is a step forward. This is not going to obviously be promotion relegation, but it's a step forward because you have 2 different tier levels in the pyramid competing against one another. Let's say, for example, you have a League One team that does very well, that is knocking out championship clubs. What does that tell you? That tells you that they can survive if they got promoted. And I think it's going to be also important for fans, because let's say, for example, you have more League One teams that are around you, and fans are showing up to watch the game. That tells you that fan engagement is going to be there. That tells you that people are going to take the time out of their day to go see their club. And so promotion and relegation can help that, because you're bringing more fans to stadiums, you're selling more tickets, and you need that if you want promotion and relegation. You need people to go out and support their teams. So this is gonna be a huge step, guys. This is gonna be a huge test to see what happens, to see if promotion and relegation can survive in the United States. If we can open the door and get rid of the closed system that has been here for so long. And I know people want that. People want promotion and relegation in the US. It's going to help out a lot of teams. It's going to hold owners accountable. It's going to help the youth who want to get better in soccer. You know, people are tired of the franchises here in the USL and just soccer here in the US in general. So I'm excited to see how this tournament plays out. I'm excited to see what it's going to happen. I also think that the USL said, okay, the MLS doesn't want to participate in the Open Cup. This is what we're going to do. We're going to essentially do a tournament that's for us then. I also think that the USL is kind of sticking it to MLS right now in a different aspect, because not too long ago, Don Garber said that he was going to have more teams competing in the Open Cup. So my thought process is that he knew that the USL was going to do this within the championship and League One. He knew that this tournament was going to exist. And so he said, our numbers on Apple TV are not that good. The final that was aired on Fox was not that good, the numbers. So he said, okay, a lot of people were upset that we did not participate in the Open Cup. There was kind of a boycott, and I think it impacted them. It gave them a negative image, and in business, it means a lot. You know, there's a lot of backlash. There's already a lot of backlash for there not being promotion and relegation, and the MLS not wanting to do anything with that. They've actually influenced Liga MX to not want to do that anymore. You can also make the argument that it seems like they care more about Liga MX than they do about US soccer, because they would much rather have the Leagues Cup tournament with another country as opposed to having a tournament with the USL Championship in it being the Open Cup. His timing for him saying, okay, we want to participate more in the Open Cup tells me that he's a little bit threatened for the USL Cup. It tells me that if the USL Cup does well and does succeed and they implement promotion and relegation, they see that it can work out, the USL I'm talking about, then MLS will be threatened. MLS will for sure lose a lot of people because people want promotion and relegation, so they're going to want to see the USL Championship, the USL League One, and USL League Two. And if USL does that, and if the timing is perfect, the MLS, who knows, may cease to exist. So that is why I think that Don Garber said, okay, you know what? Yeah, we're going to participate in the Open Cup because they want to get more eyeballs on them as well. They saw that doing it their own way was not working. I don't know, guys. That's just a theory that I have. But I'm excited overall for the USL Cup. I'm excited to see this happen because, like I said, the main reason it being it's going to be a step to see if promotion and relegation will work out. And so that is the main reason why. But another reason is because I believe in the USL. It seems like they're taking notice of what people are saying. So this tournament is going to be a great tournament, more soccer, more USL soccer, and we will be able to see how far apart they are, the USL Championship compared to League One. I'm excited, guys. This is great news, but let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this? Do you not support this? What do you think about MLS? I would love to see what you guys have to say, but that is all I have, and thank you so much for tuning in. With that, I will see you all on the next one.